Say hi to the camera, Boone. Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Sam. This is V-Belt & Son. Now most of you guys are probably familiar with this channel because I do a lot of truck content and stuff like that, but my main job isn't working on my own personal trucks in the shop. It is actually logging and forestry mulching, like land clearing kind of stuff. And while there is a certain danger in that field, there is some precautions that I have found that obviously make it a little bit safer. For one, hard hat, good footwear, things to keep you safe physically. But then there's one key thing that a lot of people, they may have overlooked because they don't really know how much of a helpful aspect it is, and that is having communications in your headgear, so you can talk back and forth to whoever's in the field all at one time. With good constant communication becomes so much safer in the work environment because you know where everybody's at. If somebody's over there falling a tree, they can say, hey, we're falling one. Compared to, you're wearing your muffs, you're cutting on something with your own saw, somebody else is cutting something over there, or something with equipment. So today we had a special package delivered up at my dad's house, and well, here it is right here. Main thing is, a lot of people ask about what hard hats we run and what communication we run. So I'm going to cut to the clip up at dad's house while I'm opening this, and then we will come back here and I will show you guys a brief overview of this and install it in the helmets and go. Everybody wants to ask what helmets we wear. Just the most common Protos helmet, probably the most comfortable ones we've ever experienced. But when it comes to the communication, back to Sena, and we got a box from Sena right now. And they have an updated model from what we used to have. They ain't playing around. Right there. Get these opened up. Oh, jeez. It's a good day. People at Sena, thank you guys very much. We're gonna put these to good use. It's a little part that clips on the back of your helmet. I'll go home and install these things, but I wanted to get a video opening these up because I didn't know what was going to be in the box. I always like seeing the package that says address to V-Belt & Son. I always get a kick out of that. No matter how many subscribers or views or whatever, I always think it's funny that any of us is addressed as V-Belt towards anything. All right, close her down. Well, I hope you can tell how excited I was to receive this shipment of brand new Sena headgear. And now I just have to say thank you to Sena. Awesome company to work with. Very easy to make this kind of thing happen. I'm very grateful for it, for anybody that helps the channel. So thank you, Casey at Sena. Much appreciated, much appreciated. Keeping my dad and I safe. So I'm gonna go over the headgear right off the bat, as in the helmet. There's a lot of people asking what helmets we run. These are Protos helmets. We got these camo green ones. They're not the best for obviously visibility, so I put some reflective tape on here. Got these at a deal. These helmets are kind of expensive, but they are worth it because they are comfortable. They go on loose. They got a clip on the back. Boom, snugs it to your head. They obviously adjust to fit. Earmuffs go on there. I have this taken apart to demonstrate on how to install the communications. These things run about $250 a piece. They are very much worth it compared to the standard ones you get from like Ace or True Value, like the Husqvarna and the Stihl ones. When I say the safety aspect of it, I cannot harp on that enough, because you're not yelling when something's going on if you have basically the other person's in your hard hat with you at the same time. So these are the communication systems we run. Now, I said in that video we had tried a couple other different brands, but originally we started with Sena. This is a kit we started with right here, and they are very simple, easy to install. These we wore them for 2 years and just wore them out. This is another kit that I ordered for backups. This is like the last generation model. Up, you hold a button here, same time, activates it. Once the thing is turned on, you hit this button after pairing the two devices, and it just pairs Bluetooth through themselves. You don't have to go through a phone. Very easy to work with. That is the main thing. You don't want to be out there fumbling with something. A couple other brands we had, they really cut the sound on a voice really bad when equipment or a chainsaw was around. Did not have the problem with the Sena. Sena, very, very clear words even with equipment and stuff running. But this is the updated model here. This is the 30K headset right here. This is their new and improved model. Look at it, it's straight futuristic, like
RoboCop or something. I even discovered, look, boom. Get that for you so you can see it again. Boom. The same exact kind of a setup. Now, one thing I do like that they improved on is this big button back here. This thing is essential. Well, it's your volume also, but hitting that button was very common because it sticks out so much. So it's neat to see on the new ones they tuck that button back in there, and it obviously, it looks like they maintain the same control function. So I really like that. Simple and easy to install. You take your hard hat apart, take these out, pop your earmuffs apart, and then you snake. You got to cut a little groove. You ain't gonna focus, but you got to cut a little slot so that you can get the wire for the speaker to go in the earmuff. Boy, it's all one unit right there. You got your two speakers. This thing will connect. Your helmet slides in there. It means the world to me being able to work with companies like this, and to be able to help their company by stating, you know, good proven facts. This is something a company I stand behind right here, and I'm going to go ahead and install it so we can use it tomorrow at work.
Maybe I'll have to use that extra headset, give it to Boone, keep him in the loop. I just like how these things, the phone connects right up to it as soon as you turn them on. Dad's got his, he's in the Prime Tech. I think that's him right there. Yeah, it's hard to see on the phone. Whenever I make a phone call, the phone automatically takes over the headset. That way I don't have to fumble with the phone when I'm in the machine. So you kind of got a hands-free kind of a situation going on. And they're clear. Like the cheaper headset that we tried out, all the time it had white noise going, and it was, you get used to it, but when you turned it off, it was just like being shown the light. Everything was nice and crystal clear sounding, and that's how these headsets are. We're not having too much, any at all, white noise. It's just nice and clear. But he's over in there. I can talk to him right now. No problem. I can tell him he's got a, oh, he can wave at me too. I can tell him he's got a branch on there on the back of the engine bay. I can tell him lift the head up right now. Look at that. Shut it down. Lunchtime. That's why he's over here. I told him it's lunchtime. But most of the time, either we're both in the machine, one of us is on the ground, the other guy's running the chainsaw while one's in the machine. Constant communication back and forth makes it, I mean, you're always in each other's head all day long, so you might say something and piss the other guy off, make the other guy mad, and you can just hang up on him. But to be able to call him right back, contact going, communication going, definitely improves the efficiency of the job. Really improves the safety, because just ask where everybody's at, and I think that's the main thing. Ooh, boys, I'll tell you what, that is a nice unit right there. Been using the new 30K Sena headgear setup for about the last week or more. Been working flawless. Not one issue with it. Once you've already hooked your phone up to it, once you've already paired to another headset, which is very easy to do both of those, it connects so quick. As soon as you fire this bad boy up, it'll say hello, and then it'll say phone connected right off the bat. Then all you got to do is hit the button, connects right over to the other headgear. No problem, no waiting around. That's one thing we found with other sets of these communications, is you're always kind of waiting on it. It's beeping, you're hitting the button a million times. Sena, done. We ain't got that kind of time to wait around for it, so I really can appreciate that. Other things, like I said, it does connect to your phone. So when you get a phone call and you're on comms, it doesn't just disconnect your communication with the other headgear. It'll be ringing in your helmet. You can look at your phone and it'll say who's calling. If you want to answer it, you just hit the big button on the back. Once you're done with that phone call, you hang up, they hang up. The big button connects you straight back to the other guy's communication, so you never lose that. Now,
I've never really understood the value of the constant communication that these helmets provide, or the Sena provides, but it takes so much guesswork out of everything you're doing. Now, we find situations all the time that you would not really expect to be needing one. For instance, backing out a gooseneck onto a busy road. Have a second set of eyes out there in the road spotting you, rather than relying on hand signals while you're trying to back up a narrow corridor, whatever it is. You got verbal agreements coming through your helmet. He's saying, hey, stop, or hey, it's clear, go ahead. Other situations where you'd use these that's really common is doing crane jobs. You got a guy up in a tree cutting off a piece. A crane operator needs to know what's going on. Same thing with the ground guys. You can connect several people on these. I forget the exact number. Put it here on the bottom. And the range. Now, outfield testing it, the range is working about 1,000 feet. Very honestly, that's maybe a little bit better. The brochure might say something different, but for what we're doing, my dad and I, we are always pretty much in the same vicinity. And then if you do get out of range a little bit and you still want to maintain that communication, we just flip it over and connect the phones to it. Just make the phone call, hit the button, boom, communication's still going. If you're working a bigger spread and you want to just be talking to somebody, I know a lot of people probably got a CB or something in their piece of equipment, but another thing is they don't all come as something that bolts onto your hard hat. Now this is common practice to have for motorcycle guys. So if you're riding on the road, you got a buddy up ahead talking to him. He's saying, oh, hey, there's something up here, slow down, or talking about whatever. They do make these that are just like earmuffs. Pop on your head. They got a little microphone out the side, so if you're just a strict equipment operator and you don't need to have the helmet. My dad and I, he's normally out running the chainsaw, hopping in and out of tractor. I got a chainsaw in there, so I'm always in and out. Helmet is definitely required for us. So, man, it's just nice to have a good set of communications that you can trust. And Sena has outdone themselves on this one. There's a couple things to note when you are plugging and playing this setup into your helmet. You got to be real careful with your routing for your wires. It comes with Velcro for the microphone, but I end up just taping it right there because it's a lot more sturdy and I don't have to worry about it falling off the Velcro when it bumps onto a tree. It'd be nice if this wire was just a little bit longer for the microphone, but we may do. It's not really a big deal. Other than that, guys, if you guys are interested in the setup, they do run a decent price tag, but I assure you it is worth the money. The helmet itself runs about $250, give or take, depending on where you get it from. Then the headgear is about the same. So you're looking at, you know, a ballpark $500. Now, I'm not a salesman for this product. I don't know the exact prices, but and it all depends on where place you get it from. Some places you get a deal, package deal, whatever, and some places probably just shaft you if you don't be careful. But that's the setup that I really like. Protos didn't reach out, but Sena, I really appreciate you guys helping out the channel, and we'll see you guys on the next one. If you guys order one of these, any of these items, please let them know Sam at V-Belt & Son sent you. I'd really appreciate that. But until then, guys, I got to get some stuff done on the 5500. A lot of stuff done. But we'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.